Welcome to some frequently unasked questions.
Question 2. How can I use Sandler training on LinkedIn?
LinkedIn is an incredibly powerful tool, and in fact they're a client of ours. And if you want to download a free ebook on how to use LinkedIn effectively for sales, then go to my website www.southeast.sandler.com, and on the right hand side you'll see a link to be able to download this free book. Now, LinkedIn enables you to get access to very senior decision makers. You need to understand that any form of social media is a bit like meeting someone down the pub. You don't just walk up to someone and say, do you want to go to bed with me? You've got to nurture them, you've got to seduce them. And so things like blogging enable you to build credibility and become a subject matter expert in your field. Groups are incredibly powerful because these are people with common interests. So developing your relationship within groups of people in your target market is a good starting point. Develop a profile that doesn't talk about you, talks about your customer. And take your time, nurture the relationships. Don't just connect with someone and then try and sell to them. If you do that, you're going to just put them off. And so take your time, learn about them, understand them as human beings, get inside their heads, see what they've got written in their profile, find areas of common interest, and be a consistent user of LinkedIn. Don't just use it as an ad hoc tool, use it every day. I use it every day. I probably spend half an hour to an hour a day on there, and it's generated in the last month alone 8 new sales.
Something else you said earlier about, I think this probably applies to LinkedIn as well, but be interested, not interesting. Mm-hmm. And I think that occurs on LinkedIn.
Yeah, without question. I mean, one of the lessons that I learned from one of my heroes, a guy called Mark Goulston, who wrote a couple of great books, Just Listen and Talking to Crazy, is he taught me, be interested, not interesting. And it's a huge mistake to waste time. In fact, here's Mark Goulston's book. Ta-da, big plug for Mark. It's a waste of time trying to be interesting and convince people. You can't convince anybody of anything. You'll only get people to buy if they convince themselves. Take the time to really understand them, the position they're in, how they got there, their aspirations, the drivers, what makes them tick. And use LinkedIn as a tool to do your research. You can find out which companies are associated with particular companies, so you can map that and start getting access to sister companies, parent companies, subsidiaries, joint venture partners. You can navigate the organizational structure through LinkedIn. Incredible tool, wonderful tool. Thanks for joining me today. If you've got questions about sales, sales management, sales recruitment, then please feel free to fill them in the comments below.